Hello, my little munchkin cones and sunflowers. We're back, but I'm going to do a reading on T.D. Jakes and Sharita. Is her name Sharita?
Yeah, it looks like Sharita.
Sharita Jakes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I haven't touched this because, because they said that Sharita was been a bear. Is that what they call them?
A beard.
A beard, right? A beard. A beard, and covered up for her husband. But I often wanted to know: was this simmering? This is true? Did this woman go to the hospital because her and T.D. Jakes got in an argument? They said it was horrendous, and it led her to the heart. Must have been her heart. They must have was caught arguing so bad that it affected her heart. Oh my God! So anyway, where there is smoke, there's fire. So whether this happened or didn't happen, it seemed like a story that did happen. But did you find the story? It seemed like a story that did happen. I want to know their signs too.
Okay.
It seemed like a story that did happen, but all at the same time, I just feel like it has to be something with all that's going on about your husband.
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff that's probably that you knew but didn't know, or closed your eyes because you didn't want to see. Whatever the case may be, but you're dealing with it, and it has to be horrible to deal with this.
Yes.
So with that, I'm going to start off with them. I'm thinking I should have 2 cards.
He is a Gemini. Oh, that's right. And Sharita is a Leo. Well, they're still not compatible.
Not compatible. Air and fire. The fire, the air whips up the fire. And you see whipped it up so much that it sent poor Leo to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Because it whipped it. And remember, air is something. Mm-hmm. Air can really blow out fire.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it when I pulled up Sharita Jakes hospitalized.
It is? She's still in the hospital?
That I can't confirm, but I'm only seeing videos pop up about her being hospitalized. I haven't seen any articles.
Yeah, I heard this and I got to talk about it. So anyway, here we go. And I talk about them. I try, whenever I read on anybody, I try to read on it with the best respect and with the cards are showing me. So right now, this is going to be, I'm going to see when I lay it out. I'm just going to say that this is their marriage.
Okay.
And what I see here is the 4 wands. So I see a couple. And I see it was celebratory that they've had a run of a good marriage. I'm not saying they didn't have their faults. They sat under the wire for years, at least far as the world is concerned, outside of Sarah with the baby. But now Sharita is in it. Sharita is in it, and now it's showing up. It's showing up that what once a happy home is no longer a happy home.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to sit that there. So let's see what a block is. The magician. So what do we see about the magician? We see a trickster, prankster, a liar. Somebody who can fool you into believing anything. Because that's what a magician does. A magician is somebody who knows how to...
You good?
Oh my God. Hold on. It started doing that feeling again. It started giving me that feeling. That I started feeling like that. So anyway, we're going to go through it, okay? So whatever you want to say, just go ahead on and say it. Just go and say it. Trickster, a deceiver. Look at my arms goosing up. A trickster, a deceiver, somebody who doesn't tell the truth, who can make things appear what they're not. That's T.D. Jakes. On the side, I see a queen and somebody that has her arms raised, ready to fight, ready to attack, ready to say what's on her mind. Somebody who's been sitting there holding it in and just erupted over this whole thing. I also see above the head, I see the hermit, where somebody had to take time. She's in the hospital, had to go to the hospital to calm her down, to bring her down, because I see that this queen is livid to the point that she needed to she came out of herself, that she had to go and get help. Woo! Speak, God, speak. Talk to me, ancestors. And yet, I see here all at the same time, I see that they are working on their marriage, working on the relationship, trying to fix it, trying to make it, but it just seems like it's getting too heavy.
Okay.
And yet, I see that the earthly part, I see that the marriage, I don't see the marriage breaking up. This is not what I see.
Okay.
But it could at this point. I just see somebody there guarding it, protecting it, even though it's ugly, even though they've gone through something ugly. I'm getting the impression this is the worst that they've ever been, because it's so publicized and it's humiliating, and it's only so much an old queen can take.
Okay.
And it's like with the lies and the deception and the deceiving that T.D. Jakes did, because he did, according to the cards. And even on her head, this woman had to literally go to the hospital to take out of the situation because it was affecting her mentally. She could have had a breakdown. Woo! Ooh. And anyway, and then I see that they were working on the marriage. And this is a relationship that has money, fame, but it needs work. And I see that T.D. Jakes has suffered a terrible blow.
Okay.
A terrible blow. Not just in the world, but to his marriage.
Okay.
You have a question?
Yes, my question is, how does his wife feel about Diddy, or like his relationships with Diddy?
It just seems like they just want no parts of it.
Okay.
They don't want no parts of it. They just want out. She just don't want nothing to do with it. The devil shows up again. The devil's always in the details, isn't he?
Yes.
So no, they want no parts of Diddy. No parts. No parts. No parts of it. No matter what he's offered, no matter what. I get the impression that T.D. Jakes could feel a little bad about abandoning one of his parishioners because of the circumstances.
Okay.
Especially if you all were friends. So that had to be eating away at him, because I didn't hear Diddy say anything about T.D. Jakes.
No, not at all.
So definitely I see a wands, and wands they rush in. They just always ready to just go, do, without even thinking. So I see fire, 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 fire. I see a lot of fire here.
Technically the magician could be fire. He's
yes, he is fire. He is fire. So he is fire. He's all four. So yes, fire, 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 fire. So I see a lot of fire. So this thing was brewing.
Okay.
And I don't know. She might leave him. I don't know. Give me a second here. I see the pentacles, and the pentacles is somebody who's sitting back and looking at something with a fine-tooth comb. Things she probably didn't look at. Things she probably let pass over the years. And now she's starting to look at them, think about them, wondering about them. And I think this is what caused this big old argument. When sometimes you sit back and all this is out. And then all of a sudden you just start thinking and questioning.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is what's happening because this is somebody who is a perfectionist, who really is looking at the fine details of a thing. You have a question? How is this going for you?
Yeah. Definitely see an insight on their relationship or marriage. Now, my next thing is Sharita.
And I definitely see somebody's going away. Here someone's leaving. Here is someone's leaving. Here is seeing somebody who left and saying, but I'm still here. And this started out to be a beautiful, they were a good couple, a match made on earth. Oh, you thought I was going to say in heaven.
I did think you
because
said.
I think that this has been a marriage of delusions and trickeries and lies
That's nothing
and money and power. That's what I think. And I think that kingdom is coming down. But go ahead. Well, it's already fallen. So go ahead.
Yes, I was wondering, does Sharita love TD Jakes?
Whoo, child. Ooh, what I see, another stick. What I see is she loved him. But all this, it just made her go cold.
Okay.
Death means cold, no life, right?
Yes.
So the death card showed up. So I think this hurt her to her heart. This hurt her to her core. That she had to separate herself away from this. Here's another separating card. Separation. 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 All separation.
Yeah.
I can only tell you what the cards say and what they mean. And I see a separation. And maybe this hospitalization, I think that she just had a breakdown, just a mental collapse over all of this. And it led her to the hospital. We'll never know the ins and outs because we don't go to their church. We don't live in Dallas, Texas. But I definitely see that she took time out, whether she's in the hospital, whether she's staying with her daughter, whatever. I don't see the marriage over, but I definitely see a separation of something that she just can't take it. And I bet you he is a what?
A Gemini.
Ooh, he probably something when he get mad. That air. Woo! Whipping that fire. What? Ooh, you could see it. It was rumbling in that house. Oh my God. And this is probably the first time she probably let out a fart that big and just probably blew them out the water. But this is but TD Jakes took a psychic blow though. But he is the magician and he's good at deception. This is a magician.
Yeah.
They do tricks to make you believe it's real. They use the elements. Remember we saw Ben and
Taylor.
You loved it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Oh my God. To see this stuff in real life is mind-boggling.
It is.
Okay? I would like to see Death Angel. Who is he?
Oh, yes.
I would like to see him. But anyway, so this is what I see. You have another question.
Yes, my next question is...
So but I did say, yes. What was that one that was...
if Sharita loved TD Jakes.
I think that her love went cold for him. However, when I see the flame, maybe once she get herself together, and maybe once she gain another perspective, maybe once she chill, I think maybe she'll fight for it again. Because here they're working at it. Here maybe she'll be ready to fight again. You know, maybe. Go ahead. What's your...
Yes, my next question.
I think she will. I just don't get the feeling that it's over, but I do get the sense that something grave happened, that it was, I wonder, did he backhand her? I mean, I'm just feeling like it was so bad. Like my body just felt it. Like, go ahead.
Yes, my question is, does TD Jakes love Sharita? These are such... There's a balance.
I see the balance. I see that's family. That's family to him. That's like we see a balance, right? This is temperance. Temperance shows up when things are out of balance. She doesn't show up when things are balanced. So their marriage is totally out of balance. And I see here that I see this Ten of Pentacles, which means you're living a good life. The life that maybe people would envy. You got it all, but it's in the balance. Because of this thing with Diddy has shooken it to the rooter. And I see the Star card because there is hope still there in that marriage. It ain't over, but it is collapsed. And it needs to build up again because what I've learned in life, once trust is broken, it'll never be the same.
Yeah.
You can put a cast on it, it'll never be the same once you break trust. And I get a strong feeling trust was broken. We have another question?
I'm trying to think of another question.
Well, I'll have one while you think of one and then we can end it.
Okay.
My next question is, was this a really bad argument? Woo, yes, it was a burden. Yes, burden. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, the cards don't lie. The cards don't lie. Yes, this woman is devastated. Who he knocked the fire out of her. Ooh. That air knocked the fire out of her and broke her. Her heart has been broken. Woo. Ooh, I feel this thing. I really do. Is this real? Yes, you see the cups of emotion. It's like that cup is like somebody who likes to look at things under illusion.
Okay.
You close your eyes, you don't really see, you just trust the process. And here trust has been broken because she sees she's been looking at everything with a kaleidoscope eyes, not really seeing what is. And now she sees it. See? Now that she sees it, her heart is broken. And I always thought this woman was a beard. What do you call it?
Yeah, beard.
A beard. And apparently, maybe she just didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the great pretender.
Clearly.
Ugh. Ooh. Especially when you are a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been out there with other men. I'm just being honest and looking at it. I married a heterosexual man. We had children together. You was a father. You helped raise my children. And now I'm finding stuff out about you.
Double life.
A double. Woo, baby Crone. Speak on it.
Yes.
A double life. And it's like I can't be quiet no more. She just popped off. And there it is again. He had that water. He had that water. He had her under an illusion. She trusted him. She trusted him with her being. Oh my God, I can't even. I feel like crying. I really do. I really do. I'm feeling this. This don't make me a psychic. This makes me an intuitive card reader. This is what I do. And sometimes when I read, I just feel it, like, honestly. Like, I feel this so strongly that I'm trembling. And I feel extra hungry. Like, I just feel like I'm so hungry that I need to eat something. That's how drained I feel. Like I got a stomach pain in my stomach. This is how drained I feel. And like bursting into tears. This is what I'm picking up. The illusion. Double life.
Yep.
And now he's sitting back in a private moment and trying to figure out what he's going to do now. What he's going to do. How can he fix this? How can he make it right? What can he do to make this all right and make it all go away. Because I tell you, their marriage will never be the same. This woman has carried this burden. This woman's heart is broken. This woman is a queen of fire, a queen of creativity. She was his muse.
Oh, okay.
She was the sunflower of his life, gave birth to the children. And he deceived her. I'm just reading the cards. This is a cup. Page of cup. And this left this woman befuddled, hurt. She's in her shadow self. They didn't say whether she was out of the hospital.
No.
This woman just broke. And he's sitting back wondering, what am I going to do without my Sharita? Because she has been his friend. She has kept his secrets. But I think this has broken this woman and taken her so far. You have a question? If you don't, it's okay.
I think my last question will be, what is the... I hope this doesn't sound like a prediction, but what will the
I'm going to
future look
adjust
like?
you. That's always my last card. My last card will always be what will become of them now. You know, it's so funny because
Did you bring the cards?
yeah, I am. I got this.
Okay.
It's so funny because I always like to go to the middle, but I forgot.
That is true.
I always go to the middle, but I forgot. I forgot. And what I have here, this fight was vicious, guys. It was a mental, he was on the war path. He went buck wild up in that house because this is a sword. And this is a sword of victory. And this is a sword, and this is supposed to be a sword, but don't forget, a sword is metal, and a sword is cutting through. It's a sword of mental. It's about mental. And each sword can be up or down, but this is a powerful card. And I'm saying it's not showing in its glory. It's saying what was glorious. Now it's not glorious. What was victorious. It's no longer that. He's been revealed by his wife as a liar, a cheater, a hustler, a trickster. Trust broken. I see the tower. They had a tower moment. And all the years she married that man. And now the good life, everything they worked for all these years, they have worked, and now they can't even enjoy everything they worked for at the time when they should be retiring. Everything they worked for all these years.
Yeah.
Woo! All these years. And now they living in hell because of this man. What is their future? What is it? Is it over for them? Is there any life left? Can this marriage live again? Let me go here. Let me go. I like that. I see a Four of Pentacles. When I see a Four of Pentacles, that lets me know somebody is guarded. And that lets me know somebody is now selfish. And that lets me know that somebody said, I ain't ready to give. I'm not ready to give right now. I ain't ready to deal with I ain't ready right now. I'm not ready. This is what I see. Somebody is in their feelings and covered and just can't deal with things right now. This is somebody who's not ready to This is somebody who not ready to let go, but not ready to hold on either.
Okay.
And it's like it's nothing he could say. Don't come rushing in. Don't come trying to save the day. It's nothing you could say. She needs time.
Okay.
This is the second time I read on that. The princess said, the princess, what her name?
Kate, yeah.
Needed time. Here's
Kate
another
Middleton, there we go.
Same situation.
Yeah.
I mean, not this situation, but she had health issues.
In time.
And I see a bit in order, not right now. She needs time. She really needs time to heal. On top,
more pentacles,
but that's okay because that means it's going to take time to get to where they were. It's going to take time. I'm seeing time. I'm seeing it was a brutal fight.
Mm-hmm.
It was a brutal fight. But no more weapons. The weapons are down because nobody won in this. And last, I see a king. And he is going to be the king of his castle because that's just how T.D. Jakes is.
Mm-hmm.
So what I see in this reading, I see that it's all possible for them to get back together. But I definitely see a separation, a time, whether she stay with her daughter, whether she stay in the hospital for a week. I just see a moment where she has to get herself together. This is a woman that has been heartbroken. She must have been carrying it a while because I see a burden.
Mm-hmm.
And the burden is facing her home.
Yes.
The burden is looking her right in her face. And this woman has been a trooper about it. But I see a tower moment. And it was so horrendous that it put that woman in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Now, I did notice something.
Mm-hmm. Go, baby, come. You notice what you do.
Yes. All 4 aces are out on the deck.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is very funny because the problem card was the magician. And the magician has all 4 elements.
You're right. You're right. Well, I see an ace. I know I seen a cup. Now, where's the pentacle? Oh!
Mm-hmm.
The magician been busy. He working that magic.
Yes, he is.
He working it. He knows he just praying to God. He's sending up a timber. He is praying. This man is in deep prayer. This has rattled him. To get his wife so upset he sent her to the hospital. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. This relationship.
Okay.
I just gotta try one more time. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
In time. It's gonna take time. It'll never be the same. It could be stronger, but it'll never be back. It'll never be what it once was because her eyes are open. And once you see, you can't take back what you have seen.
Mm-mm.
Because it's real. She can't hide no more. This woman has been walking around with a burden. I don't know what started it. I don't know. But it was a hell of an argument. And I'm telling you, she's what? What is she?
A Leo.
She fired.
Yes.
And he aired. Can you imagine that?
Mm-hmm.
You got the 2 elements that go up high, war, male and female, going at it. And can you know, I'm telling you, I believe this. You don't have to. I don't think any woman can handle a man like a man,
Okay.
a man that is fire and he's air. That is air and in their feelings because air can become very violent.
Yes.
That's why I said, did it hit her? Did she say something? She just popped off. I don't know because air is violent.
Mm-hmm.
Can it not be?
Oh yes, it can.
Think of a hurricane,
a tornado.
Think of a hail and rain and how that wind whip all that stuff. Mm-hmm. These storms, brutal. So yes. I'm telling you, it was a brutal fight they had. It was brutal. It was nasty, and only time can and will heal that. Well, wow. I don't even know what to say.
Well, like you said, in time, the sun comes out and everything will almost be
That made
A-okay.
my stomach hurt. Ow. Well, anyway, my stomach hurt. That bothered me. I felt that. With that being said, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe. If you don't want to just thumb us up, please.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed this reading.
Mhm.
Tell me what you think.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes. If you enjoyed this reading and you're curious about soulmates, come join us literally in 2 Fridays. Friday, February 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us where we're going to talk about how to find your soulmate using astrology.
yes, it's gonna be entertaining at best. So with that being said, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe. And if you already subscribed, give us a thumbs up. If you made it at least 10 minutes, 5, 3, give us a thumbs up. We really could use your help. With that, be blessed. After reading this, be blessed and be happy. Sunflowers!